Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading. So if you're not a Gemini birthday, but you're called to this message, you called it into you. There's something here that you need to hear. And you need to hear it right just at the right time, right now. And this is where your message begins. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders right now. And this puts you in a very powerful position. Co-create with spirit is saying, don't try to do all of this by yourself, because you've kind of been handed in some way, in some part of your life. Gemini, you've been handed this power staff of sorts. Almost think of it as a wizard's wand, if I'm making imagery in my head. But crow spirit is not to be tangled with, because it delves into the realms of darkness. And I don't mean darkness as evil. I mean darkness as infinite and unknown and unreal. It's not the real world. It's not measurable. And human beings don't navigate that. We don't understand it. Our souls can. Our spirits can. But to put our spirits out there, we need to always be tethered to the sacred. We need to be tethered to the goodness. And so in order to wield this power, continue the metaphor with me. In order to wield this power, you have to be sure before you even take the first foot out the door that your soul is tethered to the divine. It is tethered to the sacred. And you understand that this power isn't yours. It is the sacred power. And that you are nothing in this process but the conduit for its transmutation into the real world. And if you take on that perspective, you will be blessed and you will usher in so much divine blessing. If you decide it's all about me, I'm the special one, you're going to destroy, you're going to self-destruct, and you're going to mess things up, everything that you touch. So how does that translate into non-fantastical terms or metaphorical terms? Be humble now. Revert back to prayer. It doesn't matter who you pray to, but revert back to prayer every time, every moment in the day. Ground yourself with your feet in the dirt. Do everything that you can to remind yourself to be humble in the face of what you're connected with now, which is a great deal of power, and which means a great deal of success. That's what it would translate to into the real world. Things working out really, really well for you. And the more important those things are, the more humble you have to be. Because with this kind of mindset, Gemini, you could easily forget that it was a gift and that it continues to be a perpetual test of your integrity. And as soon as your integrity cracks, so does the blessing. And so it's going to take, so in other words, what do? Instead of like, oh, I got that man, or I got that woman, or I got that partner that I wanted. I got that job that I wanted. And now I can sit back, relax, and like, I'm in the money. And yeah, definitely overjoy, feel the joy, but feel the joy through the humility of, I've been trusted with something very precious. And I am going to really have to focus my energy. Gemini energy can be very scattered. It can be flaky. It can be very distractible. Therefore, your challenge this week and moving forward with whatever this great blessing is, because I'm letting you know this great blessing is also a great test. It's a great test of character. And this cycle in your life will complete, but not for a while. The test portion has just begun. It's almost like, I heard this quote one time from Mike Tyson, and he said, you know how God tests you most? He gives you what you ask for. Get ready. Because you're about to be given what you ask for, but it is not without requirements. And it's not paying anybody. It's not it's not reward. It's determined by your integrity with how you handle this. If you just got the relationship that you've been praying for, understand that this is a test of your character. And it's not for the next few years, it's next few weeks, whatever it is, it's not yours yet. It's still borrowed from the divine. And the divine is putting it in your hands and saying, oh, you want this, huh? Well, here it is. I'm going to hand it to you. Can you actually handle it? It's almost like, I don't know if you were in grade school, public school, we did the whole sack of potatoes, or like taking care of the little egg to see if you could actually take care of a baby and what that responsibility is, right? And how fragile and delicate it is. It's like, it's giving you almost the avatar for what you wanted. And this will transform into actually what you wanted with your care and integrity and humility. Without those things, you're going to have Humpty Dumpty and you're never going to be able to put the pieces back together again. So I just want you to know it's not a trick. It is still the divine putting its faith in you. But it's trial by fire. Just to let you know. That's what this card comes up against. 1 + 7, huge abundance. Huge abundance. Now, what will you do with it? Remember, Gemini, as I divide this deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. Okay, I'm just going to leave them where they lie. I don't think that was meant for you, though. It's because it's part of the message. If you need a personal message, I provide those. Please go to my website. It's the only place that you can book or schedule anything with me. But you will have your message once you book. You will have your message within 24 hours of whenever you book. There's no more spaces available this week, but next week there are. So get them while they're hot. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you're just finding this channel, God bless you. God bless you. Please remember to subscribe and help the channel grow. And also ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you will get alerted when I go live, because YouTube is the only place where I do public, free tarot card readings. So if you'd like to participate in that, please do sign up. Okay. Okay. One more. Remember, if you are offended by loud sounds, I'll maybe turn down the volume right now, because I cleanse the energy of the reading and of my space and of your space with sound. With sage, it wouldn't reach through you, but with sound, it will cleanse your space as well and your mind, so that you can see this in an objective and clear-minded perspective instead of maybe through your own desires. You don't want to always filter every reading through the way you want things to be. So hold on. The miracles are endless, and there's your abundance. This is Taurus energy, so it is 3D abundance. It's not necessarily happiness, right? It's not necessarily joy. It's not necessarily connection or love. It's money. It's resources. It's attention. It's validation. It's opportunities. This is all real work. And this is blessings too. Absolutely. But this is Taurus energy. Some form of blessings have come your way. There's a cornucopia of resources here. Usually financial, but understand that those are reflections of God and the divine as well. But we have resources here. Okay. This is a little bit in the past. Let it shine. Now your voice is out there. Your word, you're speaking. Say it. Share it. Share your understanding. In other words, I just heard you have the resources and you have the attention. People are listening to you. It's time to be heard. It's time to say. It's time to speak. Speak from an abundant perspective, the perspective of abundance, guiding other people toward abundance. Or simply put, somebody wants to hear from you. They need to hear your voice. Trust in the magic. There will be this beautiful new beginning, new start, clarity, rejuvenation, a specialness. It's so interesting that I have crow spirit and white raven looking at each other, because that's the yin and yang. There is something here with regards to divine balance that will be struck once you make this call, or once you say or speak whatever it is that you must reveal. There's revelation here because this is scorpionic energy. But you need to reveal it. You need to say it. Now, Gemini, you are masters of communication. That you are the air sign that is ruled by Mercury. You are masters of communication. Somebody needs to hear what you have to say. This is revealing. So please reveal. And that is going to purify a situation. It's going to bring to light what was dark. So there's something here that is either, I feel it's you being revealing, but it could be revealed to you and through you. Learn from the past. This is Taurus energy, but the more divine understanding of it, which is, it's not just all about me, it's about we. It's about the herd, which is the elephant herd. It's about that patriarchal presence, that matriarchal presence of almost shepherding your own people. So I know, once again, this is all really highfalutin talking stuff, but essentially, speak in defense of something. Speak up in defense of what you know to be good, not just for you, but for others. Say something. This could also have to do with a mother or father figure in your life. What is all this about? What is all this about? Doing good work. People appreciating you. That's the Three of Pentacles. People and the Eight of Pentacles. This is about work and prosperity. And the Knight of Pentacles. So something that's taken a long time to get there. Also, the Knight of Pentacles moves slowly because the Knight of Pentacles knows how precious what he carries is. And the Knight of Pentacles, depending on what it's surrounded by, it could be kind of a negative connotation or a positive connotation. Either way, this knight knows that what he carries is more important than him. And that's why he moves slowly. And he doesn't put his own agenda first. He puts his cargo first. And now sometimes this will come up even upright in tarot, and it'll be reminding you, you've settled in the support role of handling other people's dreams instead of your own. And that might mean something as a tarot card reader I might warn you about. But not in this context, not with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like you've worked really hard because he came out last. It's like you've worked really hard to deliver this opportunity and this abundance to others, for others. Understanding that you're going to be very good at carrying this responsibility. In a lot of ways, I'm hearing pregnancy. If not pregnancy with an actual child, though that's a great metaphor too. The sense of it is a blessing to have a child. It is a gift, but it's not your gift. It's your task to give to them everything that they need to move forward in life. And Geminis tend to be very good parents because they tend to be fascinated by the process. And children are Gemini's favorite people. Why? This is why so many Geminis become teachers. Why? Because children are always changing. So Geminis never get bored. You'll never get bored with your child because like every year, maybe when they get older, maybe every other year, they're changing. They got a new identity. They got a new crisis. They got a new version of themselves, especially infancy. It's like they change like 8 times in the first year. Like it's crazy. So there's always something that will intrigue your mind. What I do know, my friends, is that you have been given a very precious gift at a time when I think that you absolutely can handle this. And you have a vote of confidence from the people around you. And that's really, really beautiful. Wellness, the recovery of health and wellness is here. You know, if I had told anybody that Geminis were getting this reading, they'd be like, you're reading the cards wrong. Because Geminis don't carry this kind of weight. They're not capable of it. Prove them wrong. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. G-E-M, bitch. You are God's precious gem. He chose you for a reason. And I think the reason is your dualistic nature. That's your gift. Your ability to not only see both sides like Libra, but your ability to be both sides at the same time. That forces you to find the conduit that can handle both. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there. The link is down below, and I'm going to put it to the top of the comment section as well. I will see you guys there.